Hello, this is your girl, Dr. Brianna Boss James, aka Dr. Boss, the founder and CEO of She Bossin' Up and P31X. Listen, welcome to the carpet. If you're in a position to do so, go ahead, light a candle or something, grab your favorite beverage, and let's get into this thing on today. We're going to be discussing the importance of personal evaluation. Listen, personal evaluation is a powerful practice that involves introspection and self-assessment. It's about taking a step back from your daily life, your daily routine, and really reflecting on your thoughts, your actions, your emotions, even the intent of your heart. And when you do this, you start to gain a deeper understanding of yourself, and then you can clearly identify any areas that, one, you're strong in, and that, two, that you can use some improvement in. Every day we go through this world, it is constant. Even when we're resting, our mind is just going and it's just going. It is really easy to overlook the significance of checking in with yourself, really seeing where you are. Personal evaluation serves as this cornerstone for your own personal growth and fulfillment. To really be able to walk in your God-designed purpose and calling, it is going to take some reflection to see where you are and where else you need to go and what else that you need to be doing in your life. It's all about taking an inventory of your mental, emotional, and even physical well-being. All facets of your life you need to check in on. And this is important, plainly, because you can recognize any patterns, any behaviors, any thought process, whether positive or negative. You want to make sure that you're identifying these patterns of your thought process so you can see if there's anything destructive that you're doing, if you have any limited beliefs that are hindering your process. As you're going to get to your destination, to your God-designed purpose and calling, as we always talk about, detours come. There are going to be distractions. There are going to be challenges, potholes. All the good things are going to take place in your life. So you want to make sure that you aren't doing anything to add to that. So this allows you to go ahead and tackle those challenges head on, being proactive instead of reactive. When you analyze yourself, you're able to really create a plan, what you can do to make changes to yourself if you see there are things that need to be changed. And then guess what? If you see something that's like, man, this is absolutely amazing. I love where I am right now. I'm going to encourage you, if you have not done so already, celebrate. Celebrate the fact that you're doing something well, that you're doing something good. It may have been something that you saw was a bad habit or something destructive for you, and you turned that thing around and now you're on a better path. If you haven't celebrated, celebrate. Everything you do in life that is good, you want to make sure you celebrate. So that way, it gives you this spirit of enjoyment in life, and you start to do more things subconsciously to have more celebration in your life. It is such a wonderful thing. Now, if you're new to the self-evaluation thing, you've just never done it before, a good way to do it, you can start with journaling. Really take some time. You can set an alarm. I like to turn on timed music, instrumental music, or as you hear, I love fireplaces, a timed fireplace video or something. And for that time period, whether it's 25, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, an hour, doesn't matter, for that time period, I sit quiet, I have my journal, pen, paper, whatever the case may be, and I just start thinking about things. I do ask myself some questions sometimes, and then other times I just allow the thoughts to just come to my head. Whatever is in me, I just allow it to surface. And that way I can really see what's going on in my mind, what's processing. But then I begin to ask real good questions. Okay, what was my yesterday like? When this thing happened, how did I respond to that? Why did I respond to this situation that way? This person said that to me. Why did I respond to this person in that way? What was I feeling? What emotions were going through me that caused me to feel this way or to think this way? When it comes to goals, where am I with my goals? Am I actually processing things, or am I doing nothing? Have I created steps? Whatever it is that I'm going through in myself at any given moment, I just write the stuff down. And then that way, one, I can track what I've been doing and where I've been. And then two, when it's time for me to actually do something about some of the things that I need to do something about, I don't have to rely on my little fragile memory. It's right there on paper, and I can see any patterns and habits. I can see next steps, everything. One of the other things that you do is practice mindfulness. This is something that I absolutely struggle with nowadays. I ended up getting a COVID last June, and the mind fog and the memory and the ability to focus sometimes is so real. It's bad. I could read something or listen to something and my mind just starts bouncing all over the place. My eyes are bouncing around the book, just all sorts of things. So I've started to engage in different things and exercises that help me to bring my focus back in, to hone in, to really be mindful of every moment that I'm in. I do the deep breathing. I make time not to be hard on myself. If I find myself going off to thought patterns while I'm listening to an audiobook, I start thinking about something that has absolutely nothing to do with the audiobook. Once I realize I'm doing that, I stop myself and I literally tell myself, nope, we're focusing right now. I breathe in and I breathe out. And good, nice. Inhale, exhale. All right, let's pay attention again. And then I start to pay attention again. And I become aware of this a lot more since I've been practicing the deep breathing and really focusing on what I'm doing, how often I'm distracted. So I'm going to encourage you, if you find yourself in this mind space where you're not really focusing on what it is you're doing, it doesn't matter what you're doing, any task you're doing, if you're not focusing in on it, take some time to stop, inhale and exhale, nice big deep breaths, let's do a few of them, and then just reset yourself. And then anytime it happens, don't have a fit about it, just relax, go ahead, do your deep breaths, tell yourself you're listening to whatever it is you're listening to, or you're doing whatever it is you're doing, and get right back to it. And over time, you'll start to get better with this thing. And then the last thing that I'm going to talk about in terms of some of the things I've already said already is goals. Being able to draft goals and write them down and to create a roadmap to goal fulfillment. And that is little steps that you're going to chunk down your major goal. You're going to chunk that down into little steps and write those down so you can actually make a checklist of things that you need to do to get to where it is that you want to go, to accomplish your goals. Set these very strategic and specific goals with the deadlines on them. And as you chunk them down for your daily, weekly, monthly tasks, whatever it may be, literally check them off and just be mindful of what you're doing. And then see if there are patterns of behavior. You might have to set an alarm to even remember to go back to the list to look at it. That is something that I had to do. Like I'm telling you, the memory loss and the brain fog is real. So I set alarms for me to check my goals every single day. And it's part of my daily process of the things that I do. So that way I remember them. Because one of the things about self-assessment, if you don't remember to assess yourself, you're not going to do it. So in terms of that, with goal setting, just make sure you're at a place where you can write things down, set alarms if you need to set alarms, and then go through and actually do the steps. And if you see patterns of behavior where you were supposed to do something and you didn't do it, it's okay. Do not be hard on yourself. You're assessing yourself for a reason. So if you find yourself not completing tasks, not fulfilling the different deadlines and things that you said you'd established for yourself, deep breath and then reset yourself and go for it. Remember, writing things down, taking notes of those things, taking the time to breathe in and breathe out to reset, it is going to do some great things for you. And remember, it's not about being overly critical of yourself. This is just about identifying strengths, weaknesses, where you are, habits, all the things. You want to know you. You want to know how you behave, how you think, and what you do, so you can start to maximize yourself, your productivity, and doing whatever it is that you need to do to be able to satisfy and fulfill your God-designed purpose and calling. We're all imperfect. The moment you embrace the fact that you're imperfect, the better things get. The moment you embrace that struggles, tests, trials, setbacks, all of those things, they come. But they actually come to make you strong. And there's a way to go through them and to navigate all the little detours and the challenges that you face to be able to help propel you even deeper into where it is that you're called to be so you can walk and live in a successful life. And ultimately, you know what I love, living your dreams out loud, allowing your life to reveal God's glory, and you help others along the way. So I'm going to encourage you to go ahead and make self-evaluation a regular part of your life. Make it a part of your day. But if you can't, at least once a month, look back at yourself, look onto yourself, and just see where you are, what habits you have, what have you been doing, what have you not been doing that you should be doing. And just keep in mind, this is a journey of discovery. This is not a one-time thing. This is not a quick thing. This is not something that you can really do in like 5 quick minutes. This takes deep thought and deep work. You can do this. You deserve your time, your effort, and your energy. Go ahead, take some time for you. Block out the time, grab your journal, look deep inside yourself. And as you're doing that, pray and ask God, what is it that He wants to show you about you, and be open to listen. Thank you so much for tuning in. I know some fabulous things will happen for you as you continue to both navigate and break free from the struggles and setbacks in your life. If you received any value from this episode, please hit that good like button. And if you know someone who might need a little bit of what you just received, go ahead and share this episode and pay the blessing forward. Now, if you find yourself in a place that you're wondering about what you really want in life, what you're called to do, or even if it's just, you know what, I don't know, go ahead and check out shebossonup.com. That's SHEBOSSINUP.com for an experience that will transform your life.